Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation covers Diagnostic Trouble Code P0714, which indicates an intermittent failure of the CVT continuously variable transmission fluid temperature sensor, specifically in Honda HRV models from 2016 to 2022. The CVT Fluid Temperature Sensor is an essential component that measures the temperature of the transmission fluid, which is crucial for optimal transmission operation. When the sensor's performance is inconsistent, it can cause the transmission to function erratically, potentially leading to more significant problems. This code suggests there is an issue within the electrical circuit related to the sensor, rather than a mechanical fault within the transmission. A systematic approach to troubleshooting will help identify if the sensor itself is faulty or if there is a wiring issue. The steps outlined in this guide will thoroughly investigate these components, ensuring a comprehensive repair strategy. The DTC P0714 indicates an intermittent failure of the CVT fluid temperature sensor. The primary role of this sensor is to monitor the temperature of the continuously variable transmission fluid, vital for ensuring that the transmission operates within its optimal temperature range. The sensor assists the PCM powertrain control module in adjusting transmission performance for effective power delivery and fuel efficiency. The CVT fluid temperature sensor is typically located within the transmission assembly, often attached to the transmission valve body. Due to this location, it is exposed to high temperatures, making it susceptible to failure. This diagnostic code generally arises not from a mechanical issue, but from problems in the sensor's electrical circuitry, including potential shorts, opens, or poor connections. Understanding this sensor's functions and location is crucial for effective troubleshooting. There are several potential causes for DTC P0714. The most common reason is an electrical circuit issue. This can occur due to damaged wiring, corrosion at connectors, or loose terminals, all of which can disrupt the flow of information from the sensor to the PCM. Another possibility is a faulty CVT fluid temperature sensor itself, which may not provide accurate readings, leading to an intermittent failure signal. Poor connections or terminals can create unreliable signals, causing the PCM to receive incorrect temperature values. Each of these faults must be investigated thoroughly, as they can significantly impact the vehicle's transmission performance. Accurate diagnosis of the root cause allows for effective repairs and ensures the reliability of the transmission system. When DTC P0714 is triggered, several symptoms may arise, adversely affecting the vehicle's performance. One primary symptom is inconsistent transmission performance. The vehicle may experience unexpected shifts, delays, or slipping, leading to an uncomfortable driving experience. Additionally, the check engine light may illuminate on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a potential issue. Unusual fluid temperature readings can also be observed, such as significantly high or low temperatures reported by the sensor, which may not correlate with actual temperatures. Drivers might notice that the transmission hesitates during acceleration or shifts abruptly, indicating the system is not functioning optimally. These symptoms should not be ignored, as they can lead to further complications if not addressed promptly. In the first step of troubleshooting DTC P0714, the vehicle needs to be turned to the on mode. Once in this state, the technician should use the HDS Honda Diagnostic System to check the parameters related to the CVT system. The key focus here is the CVTF, CVT fluid temperature, and the ECT, engine coolant temperature sensor 2 readings. It is crucial to determine if these temperature readings are equal to the ambient air temperature surrounding the vehicle. If the two temperatures align, this indicates that the readings are likely accurate, allowing the technician to proceed to the next step. However, If the CVTF temperature does not match the ambient air temperature, the technician must record the CVTF temperature before moving on to the next troubleshooting step, as this information is critical for diagnosing the issue's nature and extent. The second troubleshooting step involves determining the transmission fluid temperature difference. Begin by turning the vehicle off, lock mode, and allowing it to remain inactive for at least 30 minutes. This step is necessary to ensure that all systems, including the temperature sensor and fluid, reach a stable state. After this period, turn the vehicle back to the on mode. The next action is to compare the current CVTF temperature to the temperature value recorded in the previous step. A significant change in the CVTF temperature indicates that the sensor may be functioning intermittently. If the temperature has changed, the technician should leave the engine off for at least 6 hours before proceeding to the next step. However, if there is no change in temperature readings, it suggests a faulty transmission fluid temperature sensor, leading to the recommendation to replace the solenoid wire harness connected to it. In the final troubleshooting step, the technician needs to conduct a detailed comparison of the CVTF temperature and the ECT sensor 2 values collected through the HDS data list. The goal here is to establish whether the CVTF temperature is significantly higher or lower than the ECT sensor 2 reading. Specifically, if the CVTF temperature exceeds the ECT sensor 2 value by 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 Celsius, or falls below it by 43 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 Celsius, this indicates a problem with the transmission fluid temperature sensor. In such a case, the sensor must be replaced, along with the solenoid wire harness, to restore proper function. Conversely, if the temperature readings are within an acceptable range, it suggests that the transmission fluid temperature sensor is working properly. However, intermittent failure may still present itself. Hence, the technician should check for poor connections and loose terminals between the sensor and the PCM, ensuring reliable signal transmission for accurate readings. Once all troubleshooting steps have been completed and necessary repairs made, it's crucial to perform a final repair verification. Start by verifying that all electrical connections related to the CVT fluid temperature sensor are secure and correctly seated, as poor connections can lead to recurring faults. Following this, conduct a test drive of the vehicle to monitor its transmission performance and ensure that it operates smoothly without any issues, such as slipping or inconsistent shifts. After the test drive, it is essential to check for diagnostic trouble codes using an OBD2 scanner to confirm that DTC P0714 has been cleared. If the code reappears, it may indicate a deeper underlying issue that warrants further investigation. Completion of these verification steps helps ensure that the vehicle is ready for safe operation and has corrected any initial faults. Preventive maintenance is essential in avoiding the recurrence of DTC P0714 or related issues in the future. One key preventive measure includes regular checks of the transmission fluid level and condition, as contamination or a low fluid level can lead to higher operating temperatures and increased wear on the transmission components. In addition, technicians should inspect the electrical connections to the CVT fluid temperature sensor periodically to ensure there is no corrosion or looseness, which can lead to faults. It's also prudent to monitor the overall performance of the transmission. If any symptoms arise, they should be addressed immediately before they escalate into larger concerns. Proactive maintenance not only extends the life of the transmission system, but also provides reassurance in the vehicle's performance. In summary, DTC P0714 indicates an intermittent failure of the CVT fluid temperature sensor, which is vital for the effective operation of the Honda HRV's CVT system. It is important to understand the sensor's function, its location, and the implications of this diagnostic code. By following the comprehensive troubleshooting steps outlined in this guide, technicians can accurately determine whether the issue lies within the sensor or its electrical circuit. Additionally, performing thorough preventive maintenance is essential in prolonging the life of the transmission system and ensuring reliable vehicle performance. By staying proactive, drivers can avoid unexpected problems and enjoy a smooth driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.